Mic check. Am I coming through? Dragonfly. Chiro sounds. We got Juanito. Yes. What a surprise. Yep. Popping on all sorts of random, strange hours. That's how I operate. What's up, y'all? How is everyone doing? We're chilling. I'm doing laundry. Yeah, at this hour. Actually drying some laundry, so it's gonna be nice having some clean clothes. Mañana. Luckily, I don't have to go too far to do that. Just gotta walk behind the house. I know some people have to go to the laundromat. We used to have to do that at some point when we lived in town. Up on the hill, we actually had washer dryer, so that was a good thing. But yeah, in town, you'd have to go and do your laundry. There was actually a laundromat that would do your laundry for you for a fee. That was always nice when you had those extra bucks to do that. Do you trust other people with your laundry? I don't know. I did. There was a bunch of like college students running that place, but I don't think I ended up with anything missing there. But there were some laundromats around the county that were known for taking your stuff, so you'd have to be careful. You know any laundromats like that? North. What's up? I like that name. Always switching names, huh? Gotta switch it up. Mom would do washing, huh? Juanito got it good. Hey, whenever moms could help with anything, that's hey, mom, you better accept that help. Unless you're making her do it, Juan, that's a different story. What's your situation? No worries, Dragonfly. You have a great day. Thank you for tapping in. I don't expect anyone to hang out. I'll tap in and chat here and there, but at some point I'm gonna just let it flow and we'll see where we go. Anyone seen the white rabbit around? NAC up at these hours. Well, maybe it's probably what, 4 where you're at? Just guessing. I don't know what to call you anymore here, sir. Juanito. Whoa. I just read that. Yeah, so I found yesterday there was 2 articles I wanted to share. and for some reason I couldn't find them. It was kind of weird. That's been happening here and there, but I'm been getting better at pulling up what I want to pull up, and we'll attempt tonight again. It'll be really brief. Um, I didn't want to really focus too much on that accident. I've been hearing more of the updates, and yeah, sad stuff. Really sad, and not sure if anyone else out there has been following that, but there was this article that we attempted yesterday, and I think I got it today. Give it a shot really quick. Mm, all right, we'll pull this one really quick since it's here. That was the one with the mentioning the number of the runway. Of course, the people into the numbers and symbolism and stuff definitely took that and started running with it. It got my attention too, for sure. But there's some people diving deeper on some stuff, pulling up some of their numbers and weird coordinates, and haven't done all that. This is the one here. So this article here was showing, I guess, the type of plane it was. And it also showed the type of chopper, I believe, which was this picture here. So I was checking this article out, and I was like, okay. And of course, the mind's imagining and trying to process what may have happened. I don't know. My mind does that naturally. Maybe a lot of people don't like to do that, or maybe do that. My mind kind of does it by default. But of course, my eyes looking at this picture. Anyone spotted yet? Oh, what's up, Richard? I think Richard's up. Insomnia team. Anyone notice anything at the tail end of this chopper here? It got my attention, and of course, I was thinking, oh, well, maybe it's another chopper way behind it, and it's just like blurred out, which it may be. But then again, it just reminded me a lot of the fast movers that we've been talking about, and capturing and sharing and all that. Yeah, I don't think so either. D. Yeah, really weird, I think. But anyone notice that? See if you could zoom in on it. You might be able to zoom in. And of course it's blurry, but some of those fast movers come out blurry like that a lot of the times. Sometimes, a lot of the times. And maybe later our fellow our fellow mates will check this out, maybe give their opinion. I'll be sure to take a screenshot also for later. But I zoomed in on it and stuff. Let's see, we could probably try and zoom in a bit. Can we? Oh yeah, we could. There, it's zoomed in a little more, and then YouTube, you could zoom in 8 times. be your friendly reminder of that, as well as many other things. And we got Polly in la casa. Hola, chica. ¿Cómo estás? Ojalá muy bien. Bueno verte. So yeah, could that be a fast mover there? And then the topic came up for me because we get these types of choppers flying all over the shop, different days, different types of military choppers, different altitudes, sometimes really low. Feels like they're gonna land sometimes. And then you get the commercial stuff going by. So with this event happening, yeah, it's alarming to me. And and I have questioned before that if these objects are reconning or we have several theories on what they may be doing. Yeah, I wonder if they cause trouble sometimes. Hope not. It's something I definitely thought about. Fuerte abrazo. Firewater. Did you just sneak in here? Uh oh. Having some trouble there, eh? Ooh. Yeah, I just got through. I'm pretty much through Boo. Richard too. Yeah, whatever it is that came through here. Luckily, it wasn't too rough. I'll say, but still got this nasty cough. But I've been hacking stuff up, and yeah, don't be ashamed of doing that. Get it out. But there's usually some other things I do. I like to have like a fire cider, but I do have or like the oregano oil. We're talking the oregano oil, that good stuff. What's up, Bomber? Bomber's been going live lately. Oh yes, been bombing y'all with some lives. But yeah, what is it? The P73, I think it is. Gotta remember all these P. We're talking P22, the mountain lion, the famous mountain lion the other night. Which reminds me, P22, isn't that reminds me of something else? Isn't that like related to the P22 Masonic Lodge? Could be wrong. I don't know. Someone mentioned Leo Zagami tonight too. That rang another bell along with that whole topic. I think that was that was Arkeem over with Jessica tonight. And speaking of that, they mentioned again this rapper, and again, condolences to Too Short, who lost his older brother yesterday out in Oakland. Um, there's this rapper that Jessica has been mentioning, I'm gonna have to give her a phone call. And I think we've chatted about it, and she's mentioned it on several shows. And yes, Mullen. And I still owe Chi and Geralt some Oregonian Mullen at some point. Whenever I get back there, I haven't forgotten. Where were we? Uh, totally spaced. It's normal. At least for me, it is. Obviously, I haven't been having my lion's mane. What's up, hillbilly? Yes, it is. Yeah, we've also been mentioning Mullen lately, and I'm sure we'll be hearing more of that as this season is as it is the season for the bugs and new bugs. Ugh. Yeah, I try. I wash my hands as much as possible, and not because of the whole thing that happened a few years back. But anyway, if someone, anyway, someone remembers where I was going a little while ago. Oh yeah, Jessica the show. Yes, a rapper, and they've been mentioning him, and he's from a group called the Jurassic Five. And Jurassic Five is a underground hip hop group. They were around during that golden era of hip hop. It was like what like late 90s, early 2000s, and they're a pretty big group. They actually have two DJs in that group, and one of the more well-known guys from Jurassic 5 is Charlie Tuna. Now, Charlie Tuna, y'all don't know Charlie? Charlie is one tall brother with a deep, deep voice. He's pretty well known in the scene. He did some really good stuff throughout the years. I haven't heard from him lately. But trip out, Charlie Tuna has a brother. His younger brother, Samaj, and I were good friends. I was talking about another friend that was a DJ for a well known underground hip hop group, Living Legends. Scarab, a buddy of mine back in the day, used to be his DJ, and through him, I met Samaj, which is Charlie Tuna's younger brother, and we became good friends. So if you're hearing this, Samaj, salute, brother. It's been a while, but yeah. So yeah, even one of the DJs, I've seen them perform many times. One of the DJs, Cut Chemist, super rad DJ. I recommend you checking him out if you don't know of him. And they also have another rad DJ by the name of DJ Newmark. And then there's several other guys in the group. And one of them is this guy named Akil. And I guess they've been saying over, and I'm sure it's an internet thing, um, that Akil is somehow Tupac. And yeah, I don't think so at all. I don't know Akil. I've seen him perform before. I don't think it's Tupac. And I'm sure if you go back, I'm sure it would be easy to debunk that one. And I've brought it to Jessica's attention before, but I don't know if she remembers or not. So we'll have to do that again because it gets put out there as possible real information, and especially for people that don't know, it's like, oh, what is this? And yeah, I think we could debunk that one for sure. And I haven't read, being out here in LA, sure some of those guys are around still. So we'll see if we could reach out and make a connection, and maybe we could get a keel, find him and ask him if he is the great Tupac. Oh yeah. What up? There's Sav right there. Wild man appears. We have a wild man sighting. Hide your hide everything, folks. Yeah, you see, I'll put that up again. That acute ish needs to stop. It's hogwash. Only gullible people that don't know investigate fall for TikTok garbage type ish. Oh man. Yes. Richard tapping in there. So yeah, I think we could get to the bottom of that one for sure. We're getting help from Wildman already. And yeah, there's a lot of other stuff. What was there was something else out there that was, oh yeah, the we went over the help thing. saw over on Instagram. I'm sure that Akil thing. I don't know. Is that? Oh yeah, yeah. He said TikTok maybe. I hadn't seen it. I haven't seen anything on TikTok. I thought it was maybe Instagram. But then there was this other thing with the help situation. Let's see if we could pull that picture up. And it was cool because our buddy Montauk sent me this, and then I had already seen it on online, and they were posting this like it was people reaching out for help at this yard that's right by the Cesar Chavez Bridge, and that's actually not far from here at all. Um, but yeah, I guess through Butcher and my brother, it was mainly Butcher. I think Butcher might have even spoken to the guy who's been doing all that, and it's some dude that's kind of like a homeless. I don't know if you'd be even considered a graffiti writer, but something along those lines, and he's been up to that for several years, doing that, I guess, in that area. So, hmm. All right, tapping in chat. What's up? Hope everyone had a good day today or yesterday. It was a smooth one for us. Let's see. Any highlights? Of course, Butcher putting in some final touches. Sounds like he'll be back tomorrow. I thought he was maybe done today, but and yeah, another project almost done there, which is exciting. Oh, here we go. Look, Wildman's got a response, and this is Akil's response to the BS. Awesome. That'll be great. I'll definitely be watching that and share that. Maybe we could send. I don't know. Did you try sending that to Jessica? Ooh, yeah, Los Tostones. Oh man, don't get me started, bro. Now you're talking. Juan. Actually, I had some. I wouldn't say they're like small bananas, so they're not plantains, and they're not bananas. Your normal banana, but yeah, it I think they baked these. But yeah, I love fried plantains is one of my oof. And different types of things like that. And tostones are uh, unripe, so they're still green plantains, right? And they cut them into cylinders, and then they smash them, and then you could put like garlic and salt and stuff, and you fry those in maybe coconut oil. I'd go coconut oil, but you could pick your oil, but and maybe there's other ways of doing them, but basically they're these cylinder plantain medallions that got a little crunch to them, and they are delicious. Yeah, the burro banana. Yes, sir. I think you're right, Wild Man. Wild Man is just, he should have several. He has degrees, but he should have several more in other things. Juanito says Tommy Bahama. Now, how about a Bahama Mama? That sounds a little better, Juan. So yeah, tonight I was just thinking I had pulled up some little Bigfoot clips of mine. Didn't get into it the other night, so I still have them loaded up here. So I was like, oh well, maybe we'll just chill out and check some of that stuff out since we all love Bigfoot, right? Polly, do you love Bigfoot? Or only if he comes in a UFO? How much do we pay for what, Richard? Bananas? Hmm. All right, let's talk some Sasquatchery. Some Bigfootery. Yes, I do have something to pull up here. Let's check this out. Of course, our great database we all love, the great BFRO. Hey, Wildman, you've ever been Bigfooting with Moneymaker? What a load of bomber. What? Yeah, I agree. Hmm. So yeah, we got a report here. Let's see, report number 65789. 65789. Couldn't remember that. Class B. Sighting 2003, fall, September, state, Oregon, county, Jackson. Details. Oh, check this out. Yeah, I'm kind of got a little new setup here. Finally put the mic directly in front of the computer. So I think that's going to help me a whole lot with the reading now. Now I'm not looking at the screen from the side, which is why I couldn't read freaking articles. Come on, bro. Yeah. Location details. The event were heard in the 800 block of Upper Applegate Road. Hello. We know Applegate, not Christina. It sounded like the sounds were in the BLM land called Wood Rat Mountain. What? Wild man, kick back, bro. Not Hood Rat. Wood Rat Mountain, bro. The hood just comes out of him sometimes. Sorry, folks. He's a wild man, let me tell you. But we got the nearest town here, which is Roosh. 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 Everyone been to Roosh, Oregon? Oregon. Oregon Organic. Nearest road, Upper Applegate Road. Observed vocalizations over a period of months. Damn. Squatch was chilling up in the cut, Wood Rat Mountain. Yes. Long, drawn out howls. They were very loud in comparison to other animals that you would hear in the area. All right. Could it have been someone out there maybe call blasting some vocals and maybe trying to make contact with possible local Bigfoots? That always could be, you know, get someone in the neighborhood call blasting some Sierra sounds. That'll make you think you got some activity going on, right? And actually, yeah, we'll talk about this area here. The sounds appear to be originating from BLM. We're talking about how BLM backs up to our place. Yep, back it up. BLM land across the street from my house. Nice. Yeah, you got some BLM image too, huh? Did not see anything, but these were not howls that you would hear from other animals in the area. All right. This happened through the summer, all right, interesting, and fall of 2003. And here's a few other points in the report. Also noticed none. Let's see other stories. Yeah, we got, let's see, many vocalizations throughout the summer and fall of that year. Time and conditions, evening and nighttime, and environment, pine forest. Anyone heard this report before? I don't expect anyone, but interesting. It got my attention. Oh yeah, vocals. Yeah, did someone say vocals? So, me being in Oregon at the time, so there's a little throwback a few years back. Yeah, I was of course checking my area, and I had already zeroed in on a spot, which is wasn't far, about 10-15 minutes. And yeah, that whole area there is prime country. And yeah, prime Bigfoot country too. There's a lot of spots they could cruise in and around town, be in the outskirts, go back in the cut, and do their thing, not be noticed. I think. Major the closest major town to that area would be Dreadford, Medford. Anyone been? We got any Medforders out there? I like Medford. Um, yeah, we'd go there for your bigger shopping and bigger town experience. Yeah, our town was actually, we were in the outskirts of a small town, tiny town. That was an old haunted mining town that you would expect in Oregon. Yes. And I think a lot of those surrounding houses are haunted as well. I've got some, we'll save that for spooky night. You try to spank, Juanito. Well, let me tell you something. Patty got back, bro. That's 100. But be careful doing that. Let me tell you, you don't want to meet those reflexes. So yeah, wood rat. These wood rats. They build some gnarly nests. Anyone ever find a wood rat nest? I've confused them for Bigfoot structures. Wild man. Sure, you ain't got no wood rats running around the beach there. And yeah, they make these huge nests out of a bunch of little sticks and stuff. I can't. Someone's got to get that on video. It's amazing. I've found several throughout my squatching in the redwoods. Yaria. Hola. And yeah, they're fascinating. Fascinating. I didn't want to meet the rat that built those because they were huge. I could only imagine the size of the rat. And yeah, some of those wood rats get huge. Sheesh. ASMR. Wood rat ASMR. Gugway nests. Ugh. Gugway. Ever seen a gugway? Yeah, let's pull up. What? We got action at Wood Rat. That's right by the crib. BD's on the case. So a reminder, I could still only pull up like little short 100 megabyte videos. I don't know. I need to have a long Zoom with Gerald. Hope Gerald's getting some rest right now. And if I tap in right now, I get a vision of Gerald stashing moon pies. Chi, you better hide those moon pies if you're still in here. Anyway, let's yes, Wood Rat Mountain. Oh yeah, that's what they do up at Wood Rat. Check it out. Yeehaw. Get it. Whoops. I had to do this first. I should have set that up properly. See, I'm still working on my queuing. But yeah, Wood Rat Mountain. Where was it? Here we go. Sorry about that. At the top of Wood Rat Mountain. Mount Laughlin. Gotta check that spot out. They do paragliding here. There's a BFRO report from this area, so I'm checking it out. We'll go take a look right now. At the top of Wood Rat Mountain. Mount Laughlin. Gotta check that spot out. They do paragliding here. There's a BFRO report from this area, so I'm checking it out. We'll go take a look right. Or any from the hood either. Thank goodness. Um, yeah, little trip to Oregon there, you guys. How about that? I love taking you all up there. We've done Crater Lake. Yep. We did partial trail to the Bigfoot trap. What else did we do on the live? Let me catch up. Ketchup and mustard here. Juanito, are you gonna call in? Call the hotline. Oh man, we'd have a conversation with this Area 51 for sure. And believe me, I would not ask him anything pertaining to these subjects that we all love. It would be a complete other interview. Where's is magnetic is lurking? I sense his presence. If not, he'll probably be on his way. Ooh, I'm way up on chat. I think I'm caught up here. The hotline. Yeah, no, I gotta set that up. And I'm sure it's not that difficult. I see the little phone thing here. We'll get that going. And I would still screen your call, Juanito. All right. So it's a jet a little bit south of Oregon. Not too far. Maybe just a few hours. Whoops. Not that one. I made myself smaller there. That's all right. Get that off. Aha. Getting a little better. Getting a little better. Yeah, let's head on down to beautiful Humboldt County. Oh, yeah. Anyone ever been to this gift shop? Anyone recognize this gift shop? The legend of Bigfoot. Oh, yeah. That was just south of where we lived in southern Humboldt. And yeah, really big gift shop there. They have all types of wood carvings. As you could see this one there. Looks like Bigfoot's doing the I don't know, he's got one arm way in front of him and one way behind him. He's not doing quite the squatch walk. It's a different move there. But he could definitely switch into that. If he lets those arms swing a little bit further out, then you'll have the squatch walk going there. But yeah, this souvenir is, I think it's technically in Mendocino County. It's right at the pretty much the border of Humboldt and Mendocino. So it's southern Humboldt and northern Mendo. And yeah, just it's a perfect spot for a gift shop because there's nothing else really around for quite a few miles. There is a few things. You got the Benbow in that area, and then eventually a few little towns, some gas stations, and Garberville, Redway. But yeah, there's some big reggae festivals that a big reggae festival that happens up this way. Reggae on the river. Yeah, man. You ever been? Anyone? Oh yeah, light it up. Yeah, we got it up loud tonight. Just in case it's not sounding loud on your end there. That'll get Richard up. You know, Richard loves him some reggae. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wild man, before you go, yeah, if he's taking off, or is he just telling Derek there to blast hard? And since he's doing that, hopefully Wild Man's still here. Let's go ahead and pull that up for him. Wild man. Bless you. So yeah, this little souvenir shop, yeah, they got a bunch of Bigfoot stuff you could go and purchase and check out. I bought a few small things there, never anything big. I wish I could have bought one of these big old carvings or something. But there has been some interesting stories surrounding this shop in the area. Um for starters, I remember several years back when we were living up there, there was one time that these two little girls went missing from the area, and I think they might have been gone they might have been gone overnight for sure. I think it might have been a couple days after that, but I don't know. They ended up being found and very near, like pretty much behind, somewhere behind this souvenir shop. And who knows, like uh why they went missing? You know, what made them leave the area they were supposed to be in? Not sure. Didn't get the full story like a lot of the times. And Wild Man, yes. Glad I was able to cue that up for you. And don't worry, there's a few different flavors, so we got you. Multiple. Have it on blaster mode there. Watch out. Yeah, so luckily they were found. So it was a good end to the story. And but I'd like to hear some of the details, you know? What was involved there? Just the imagination, you know? Like let's follow this imaginary character, our imaginary friend here. Who knows? And there's several stories, very interesting ones out of that Mendocino and Humble. Even though Politis says there's not many, there is. So yeah, another one I got is I was able to interview a brethren of mine, a fellow Rasta brethren. Yeah, man. And he was coming up from LA and had a sighting right near this souvenir place. And I was able to get him on camera, and he's got a thick patois. He was speaking in patois, so that it made it extra cool, but it might make it a little difficult to understand. But yet, I posted that years back when we did the interview. He was actually we were spending a lot of time together, so I was able to get that. And what's interesting also is that I think Alex Pedikov I seen recently had did a little recording by there and mentioned some things from that area. Also, there's BFRO a report from I want to say a few years back, and it was this guy coming down from Oregon, and a little before that area there, he'd seen something off to the side of the road, laying on the side of the road, but facing away from the the highway traffic. And he described it like, yeah, it looked like a Bigfoot, but it was just laying there and looking away from the traffic, which is very odd. But yeah, of course, Bigfoot's always doing something odd when they're sighted. Um, and so he whipped around, came back, and the thing was gone. There's, I want to say, there's like two or three other reports from there. Also, there's a report that I got from uh one of my main sources from up that way that during one of those reggae festivals, because you camp all along the river there, there's the Eel River that goes by, and there's all these different campgrounds throughout the festival, and yeah, you're up in the woods. It's amazing. It's a thing that I used to go to every year for many years, and so I could see this happening. And yeah, I guess there was a particular campsite, and some girls witnessed a male Bigfoot, and they were able to tell that it was male because they were focusing on his. Oh yeah, and that's right near that area there too. So there's a whole lot of reports from that area, and some of these people don't even know each other. You know, most of them don't. Is what I'm saying, and so for all these people, different people to reporting what they feel is a Bigfoot right around this particular gift shop. So we're gonna have to continue doing a deeper dive into this spot here. Something going on for sure. I've always felt it too. It's not far from where we live. We lived a little further north, up the highway from this gift shop and up the hill. So that's where I had my first sighting on the property there. Something to note: as a crow flies, it wouldn't. It's not far at all. Wouldn't be far. Wouldn't be far for these things to travel up that way too. So makes total sense to me. On top of that, since we talked about that weird laying down one, and I'm sure if you hit up the BFRO, you might be able to pull some more from that area. I want to say, um, and I should know the other some of the other cases because when I started finding all this stuff out, it blew my mind. Oh yeah. And so, yeah, Humboldt County leads all California counties in Sasquatch sightings. And I'll continue to make that a point. You wanna increase your chances of trying to see a Bigfoot? Take your butt up to Humboldt. 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 The Bolt. And a cool little article here. So check that out. How many of you have been to Humboldt County? What's up, Scott? I see you, senor. Another fellow Oregonian. We just checked out Wood Rat Mountain. I think you missed that. We're up in southern Oregon just a little while ago. Just made our way down to Humboldt County, touching on that gift shop there. Oh yeah. Que más? Que más? Que más? What else? Let's see. Do, 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 do. So north of the gift shop, continuing on Highway 101, because the one, y'all familiar with the one PCH? Uh, Not PCT. We did PCT. Was it last night? PCH, Pacific Coast Highway. So that'll take you. What is it? Pretty much all the way up. You could go all the way up from here in Los Angeles, to I think it's about Mendocino, just about where this gift shop is. But on the coast, it ends up just about, what is it, Leggett, if you were to go inland. But yeah, you take the coast all the way up to about, I forget that highway, but it'll bring you inland and you go a little bit north, and I think you hit the gift shop here. And you keep heading up. So at that point where Leggett is, you got to go inland because the PCH actually ends there. And that area where it ends, they couldn't build anymore because it was just, I guess, too rugged. And so they cut it off there. It cuts off there, and then so there's parts of Humboldt that don't have the PCH, but then eventually it does. And and I think it'll get you to Eureka. We've taken that back road before to get to Honeydew, take you through Petrolia and all that stuff. Anyway, along the coast. But yeah, the coast does stop. The PCH does stop for a while there. And there was a tragic thing. I know they made a documentary on it. It was this foster couple that had all these kids, and they were from Oregon, I believe. And they went to that part of the PCH where it pretty much ends, and they drove off it. Not sure if y'all seen that or heard about it. That was several years back. I remember I was also living in that area. Thought to myself, what is going on here? So yeah, Avenue. So further up north on Highway 101, once you go inland a little bit, you'll run into some redwood groves that stretches for what is it, like 30 something miles, I think it might be. And there's several state parks, the Humboldt Redwood State Parks, and that area is called Avenue. Yes, the Ave.
Avenue of the Giants.
It's a gift shop and snack place in Leggett. Is Yaria. Is that how you pronounce that? How do you pronounce your name? Iaria. Iaria. Is it? No? See? Maybe. When was the gift shop established, Richard? Your town is in Butt Funk, Ontario. Bomber. Wild man. Wild man is up tonight. Yes, this is great. I'm great. This is great that everyone's here, and great that Wild man's here too. Makes me happy. Ah, yes. So there have been reports of Bigfoot sightings near the Avenue of Giants, a road in California that runs through the redwoods. The Avenue of the Giants is a popular destination for tourists. So yeah, you do get a lot of tourists through there, but that don't mean Squatch. Squatch is gonna be where he's gonna be, no matter who's coming through. Right? Right. Okay. Yeah. So you see here, Bigfoot sightings near the Avenue of the Giants, 2021. All right. This is recent. I don't think I don't know about this one here. And it has to do with law enforcement. How about it? Humboldt's finest, the Riffs 2021. Sighting. A law enforcement officer reported a sighting south of the Benbow Inn. I was just telling you about the Benbow Inn. Benbow Inn will be saving for Spook Night as well. I got a pretty cool tour. Uh, something about the Benbow Inn, man. It's like yeah, some bad juju going on there. But I would still go, even though I've gone several times and had bad stuff happen to me there. Interesting history, interesting structure. The Benbow Inn. Yeah, you could get a sturgeon there. I don't know if they're still serving sturgeon. Um, Highway 254 Avenue the Giants. And so yeah, anytime I would go to town or just even was taking a break from being on the hill, I'd drive down the hill and you'd be in these state parks. They were all right there. Amazing. Yep. We're going to do it again, folks. We're going to do it again. Um, let's see. Yeah, we went twice last year, so that was good, but we will do it again. So yeah, Avenue of the Giants. I've had a lot of stuff happen to me down in those areas. No full on like sightings. I've shared some sightings that were shared with me. You could hear those in the videos. And so yeah, one of my main spots, I'll tell you. And just because I live so near close, it's like the backyard. We talked about Michael Rugg's encounter there along the Eel River in the Avenue of the Giants. He's the curator for the Discovery Bigfoot Museum over in Felton, California, Santa Cruz. And unfortunately, it sounds like they're closing again. They've been, on that up and down trip, and I'm sure finances and he's an older man too. He probably needs help running that place. And yeah, if someone out there could save it, hey, who got them Bigelow bucks? Who got that Tom Slick cash? That's what we need, huh? A little paper to do a little something, something. Why not? Nothing wrong with money. So yeah, I'd love exploring Avenue of the Giants. Any chance I get, I'd be down there. Yep, hugging a redwood, feeling good, enjoying the trees, and they're not far. You have the coast, so you could go to the beach if you wanted. You know, it's all there. So yeah, I got a few little clips we'll be sharing. Some are in the Avenue of the Giants, and some are not. So the first one, let's just go ahead and get this out of the way because it's a tough one. It's an area I would frequent, and I've had stuff happen to me there. I've seen trees shake. There's some vocals I've heard before. Some of the vocals we're gonna try and listen to here now. And so it's a good spot. TP structures. I'm a structure guy. I know some of you don't like it. It's all good. But it's interesting when you see it. Let's beep it. I'll turn this up. I'll turn the volume way up here so we could hear it because it's a hard one. Ah, wild man. Excuse me. All right. Cool. I was able to pick that up. Obviously, I have headphones, but I remember even without the headphones, I heard that in real time there. And I'm glad the phone picked it up. And hopefully someone later, like Kaiju Ninja did for our Haunted Forest clip, sent me some audio clips. So, and if not, if he doesn't catch it here or someone else, I will be sending this to someone anyway to help me boost up those levels and hopefully get more out of this clip here. And yeah, one of my favorites from this area. Some of you didn't. I don't know if any of you heard, but some of you are probably all right. All right, let's get me out of there. Whoops, right here. Aha, there we go. Yep, I went and grabbed that. See, we got any more Avenue of the Giants here? Yes, we do. This is a little structure I mentioned. I'm a structure, right? And this is a little stick placement that I thought was interesting. I see.
Just did a bid down over there of the TP structure, and here we have another one. It's also an X. Crosses right there, and then you get the TP down below. Very interesting. Just did a bid down over there of the TP structure, and here we have another one. It's also an X. Crosses right there, and then you get the TP down below. Very interesting.
I made a little video. Anyone ever find structures besides Wildman? If you check out Sovereign Wildman, Sovereign Cosmic Wildman, he finds a lot of these types of structures and stick formations, stick creations. Some people like to call them certain things. We say structure just to kind of, but yeah, no, they're not sheltering most of the time anything. Uh, and this is another fun one from that area where I was sharing that vocals video clip. And we did go through this one the other night, I also mentioned that this type of it's not
Taking a
the
look at
first
this
time
branch.
I find stuff like this, exactly like
Just how
this,
it
this
got there,
balance
like that.
type thing. And this clip I'll show again just because it shows how the tree is like twisted around it.
What are the chances? If you can see, that branch there is wrapped around it. Trying to zoom out. Taking a look at this branch. That's just how it got there, like that.
And the other night I mentioned
What
about
are the chances?
uh,
If you can see,
an investigator that I like doing an interview, and he was
that branch
mentioning
there is
about
wrapped around it.
how he's not big on the structure stuff, but he believes that these things do maybe do twists and stuff. So he was thinking more along the stuff that apes do that the Bigfoots probably do. But I'm thinking more of the lines like, well, if they could do twists and snaps and all that fun stuff, then why couldn't they build other stuff? And then he was also mentioning about people in the past, like the natives and stuff like that, and other um, like I guess the pioneers and stuff that were around, and they weren't reporting stuff like that, but I believe there were. And I think Digger Dog, our good friend Digger Dog, did comment in the chat about um there has been Native Americans that have talked about the stick structures, and I agreed with him because I do remember hearing stuff like that as well. And it makes you wonder about maybe who learned how to build the TP first. Maybe the natives learned from the Sasquatch, or is it the other way around? Again, yeah, a lot of these balance, I call them balance beams. Anytime I find these types of placements, I guess we could say. And yeah, that's a fun one there. That tree is pretty high up as well, you know. Juliana, what up? Farm thuggin'. Oh yeah. Nothing to see there. Marker directional. Could be. Salute to you, Juliana. Glad you hopped in here. Doing a little Humboldt night. We're up in Oregon a little while ago. And you could check that out later if you want. But we're back in the boat, yo. Just kind of going through some vids. I read a little article on that gift shop down on 101, right at the border of Mendo and Humboldt. Talked about a few cases out of there. Hopefully, not sure. I didn't see you around for that, but and then Juliana, maybe yeah, you're on my list for interviews, and you could totally wear like a ski mask and everything. You know, you could disguise your voice, and you could tell us about some of the local some of the local stuff from this area, which you know so well, and you know I love. All right. So the balance beam with the twist. I like that. That's what I should title this video. And then yeah, I forgot while we were up in Oregon really quick, we were checking out Wood Rat Mountain and some rats and cats came to mind and I miss my little kitties. So here was a little throwback that popped up. Where you at, throwback? Hey, it's Chi Chi and Compton again. yeah, trying a few. I don't know. Something told me that I'm not great at whistling. Yeah, I could get some whistles out, but I'm not like not great. So I resort to other audio sounds, and I don't think anything else happened there. Maybe if you look closely or listen closely, there might be something there. Who knows? But yeah, I saved those clips, and that's a who knows? That's maybe like 4 or 5 years ago now. A lot of those trips kind of just meshing. Uh, so yeah, this what one particular part of Avenue of the Giants, and it's actually towards the end. I think it's like if you were to get off at the Pepperwood exit. I've talked about in a few videos. Actually, every time I go to that area, so a lot of times if I'm coming from north to south, I'll exit there and do the detour through the Ave. And so near that exit, I've mentioned before. So I used to work at this farm that was across the river there, and only locals know that you could actually drive through the river. You got to go through the water, and if the water's low enough, you could do that. Other than that, they put a bridge there, but I guess at certain points they remove the bridge when the water gets too gnarly, I guess. And but yeah, we learned how to drive through there, which is always scary. You can't stop because if you get stopped, you'll be stuck in the water. And it would take us through there to cut through some of the opposite way, because if you go the opposite way you got to go down the hill, or if you're coming up you got to come up the hill, and it's just like a 45-minute drive. So that little shortcut saves you a whole lot of time. And what was the name of the exit? um I'll remember. But anyway, that farm there, the people that were managing it found out that yeah, I was into Bigfoot, and I found out they were into Bigfoot. Super cool, and I still keep in touch with them through Instagram. But it had been a while; it had been years since we have kept in touch, really. And they had recently, I guess, they seen me over on the Small Town Monsters, and it's they're a couple, and super cool, and love working with them. And I actually, if they're listening, they might remember. Uh, I helped save that property there once because we were on lunch break, and I noticed some electrical wires that were there, some power lines, uh, sparked up, and it started smoking, and nobody noticed that, and so I brought it to the attention of people there, and right away they had people come out and service that there. And they mentioned that that could have turned into a very serious situation, especially being out there. And yeah, it was a surprise that, well, I guess not that they had power there, so they were on grid. But a lot of those surrounding areas are off grid or don't have power and stuff like that. But yeah, no, you actually have service in most of Avenue of the Giants now. You do have a Wi-Fi also, I believe. But yeah, I get service there, so you could live stream in certain areas, and so that's super cool about that. But they shared a Bigfoot encounter that was shared with them from an old man that actually lived in that area there. They told me about. They say the man was in his 80s and had, I guess, lived there most of his life, and had told them about this Bigfoot that lives around there, and and that he's seen it many times. And and that's all in that Avenue of the Giants area. And yeah, so they had seen me on the documentary, and the husband had left a message, and Jonathan Easley reported back to me. He's like, "Hey, dude, someone left a message over there, and I think they might know you." And so I went, eventually responded to the message, and I see it was my boy Humble Hunter, and I got back in touch with him and shared, you know, caught up really quick and shared some kind words. And come to find out, they're up in Washington now, in one of the squatchiest counties there too, and he's got property. He's like, "Yep, you can come up whenever you're ready." So super excited about that. And yeah, so just a little more history and stuff from that area. A lot of stuff from the Ave. Oh yeah. I think we got maybe one more. Do we got another one from Avenue of the Giants? Oh yeah, we got a trippy one. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's see if it is this one. So this is a screen recording of one of my videos, so that's why it's a little blah. But I do have the original somewhere, and this is a weird one, and this is one we'll continue to go back to because it's so strange, but I'm pretty sure it is it. So just a little heads up there, and this is not the clean version either. I didn't finish editing the end of it, I don't think, but yeah, keep an eye out on these trees. Oh, yeah. Thank you. No sound. Had to happen at some point. But yeah, no, I was just saying that that area is very squatchy, and I seen that you mentioned that I should have walked over there, but I was definitely getting vibes, and yeah, for some reason, that tree there with those faces that look stacked reminds me almost like of a totem pole. And there was stuff going on to the right of that, which I didn't notice until later. That was after the fact when I was going through the video. But I definitely kept my distance because I felt a certain vibe and just not to go over there. Um, and that's why I did zoom in on that area. I spoke to retired park ranger for Humboldt State Parks, Robert Leiterman, who's part of the Bluff Creek Project. And yeah, he thought it was interesting, but he also thought that it looked like an albino redwood, perhaps. And yeah, it makes you wonder. I've heard several people's thoughts on what may be going on there. At one point, there's something that zips by in the background, which could be a vehicle. I'm not sure. I'll have to go through that part of the video, but there is some other stuff going on in the background as well. And hopefully, we'll work more on that clip and try to bring more out of it. Yeah, I got that. I think we got sound back here. Yep. Yeah, no, it happens. Just glad I didn't go on for like a half hour like that. And it's interesting to see it happen to other YouTube or other people, live streaming or podcasting. I've seen that happen to who is it? The Does he go by Prison Guard? I think it's the Prison Guard or something like that. But oh man, he started his show and was fully in and all, you know, body language, the whole nine, and it was all muted. Barry Littleton was another one. That was Barry Littleton takes the cake for it. I think he went like a whole hour, and it was just action packed the whole nine, and yeah, we were all feeling it in the chat. But yeah, I immediately got a hold of somebody. I was like, who do I call? I hit Jessica up, and I was like, hey, Barry's all muted, and he's been going on for a while, and whole chat was trying to get his attention. And yeah, it's and I was keeping an eye on it too. And then of course I hit the mute to do something really quick, and then you forget. There's my yeah. Yep. You earned those. Hillbilly, yep. And of course we were chiefing at the same time. So Hillbilly, when we're gonna do this, when you gonna jump on with me, bro? You could come co-host, light them up, bounce off ideas. Cause yeah, it is a little, it could get a little tough, especially if you get stuck or if you get muted like that. How do you know, it's like you gotta you better bounce back from that, boy. Better do something, start dancing. And Barry, yeah, Barry, he explained after that he just felt like giving up, like did not, but he came back. We were like, nah, man, come on, bring it. Everyone was pumped up, was still hanging out. The chat was live and on fire. And then yeah, he came back and did it. But yeah, it took a bit for him to process. Like, yeah, even every time I do it, I think about it later. I'm like, damn it, but whatever it is, what it is. And just it's fun flowing once you're on, once you hit that record, it's just like It's on. So yeah, let me know, Hillbilly. We could do this. Yeah, much love to Barry. Hope you're not avoiding me, Barry. Sent you an email. I know you responded. Haven't heard back from you since. I'd love to chat. We could do it like this. Yeah, Hillbilly. Yeah, man. Anytime, bro. And yeah, we don't, we could just be ourselves. That's the great thing, is just do what you do. And believe me, I'd be chiefing a lot more, but then we'd be doing that the whole time and just probably having a staring contest. Yes, Littleton. Lovey love. Yes, Firewater. It is a hilarious laugh. That's that laugh from the soul. Yeah, I love laughing too. I love laughing hard. Especially you remember those hillbilly those ones on the Smurfs, on the shrooms. Sometimes you'd go on these random laughing attacks. Yes. Oh yeah, those laughing attacks. And it could be like anything or nothing, and everyone's just busting up, right? Non-stop. Yeah. So let's see what's this one here. Got a few more videos before we go off on some other. So up the hill from some of these redwood groves, I mentioned my experiences and a lot of orb activity. That's on the land there. And I wouldn't walk over to these things either because I don't think I'd be able to find them. First of all, it'd be hard. It's possible to walk to them. It'd take a little bit, but we'll loop that. Yeah, these things would just pop up pretty much every night. They'd wink out, wink on, float around. We've seen them before. I'd go live and record them. And at the same time, we'd have activity. We showed that clip with the vocal. It was like flying down towards the ridge of the hill, and there's a weird vocal sound towards the end of the clip, and yeah, never did anything negative to me. I never thought or felt that they did anything bad to me or anything like that. But we would have these staring contests, and sometimes I would need a break. So I go inside the house. It would get a little weird, but yeah, the orbs. And one time, there's one pretty good clip that we'll have to go into one of these days also of some orbs down in the redwoods. Can we get out of here? Yes. Look at that. I'm showing a little hair tonight. Doing laundry. I got to remember to get my laundry out. Washed my crowns. I need to get if anyone could get a hold of Paranormal Pixie Lara. Every time I see her in chat, I'm like, "Hey, send me a message, and I don't I have trouble finding her on Instagram, and we've sent messages to each other before. I know that because hopefully she's gonna be. She said she would, and I would pay her for her to knit me a new crown, new tam. Yes, I need mine custom. It's a lot of locks. So up here, let's swing up to Patrick's Point really quick. Patrick's Point State Park, northern Humboldt County, and I believe I want to say they filmed some clips of Jurassic Park there, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see here. Where you at, Patrick? Patrick's up here.
Looks like more structure activity there.
Oh, nope, that ain't it. Is it? Nope.
And actually, gotta go around to get to that area, so I'll check that
I think,
next
but
time I'm on my way out, but I could tell.
this ain't the clip I was looking for. Dang it. Looks like something got deconstructed there. Oh well. Let's see.
There's something happening there. And yeah, I found several structures today. I'll be uploading and sharing. Let me know what you guys think.
Sorry about that. That totally was not the clip I thought it was. Oh. Anyway, what else we got?
Look at this stump here.
Oh.
And this amazing flush of
That's a little south of
I don't even know what
Patrick's
mushrooms
Point.
these are. I wonder if they're edible.
Look at that
Should
flush.
Know. Wow.
Not sure what those
That's
are,
amazing.
but they're
Yeah,
probably
we'll find out.
edible.
I got my little mushroom book.
Who could identify
I'll
those?
look into it.
Anybody know those?
Look at this stump here. And this amazing flush of I don't even know what mushrooms these are. I wonder if they're edible. I should know.
I know my
Wow.
I know my morels,
That's
the
amazing.
chanterelles,
Yeah, I'm gonna find out. I got
porcini,
my little mushroom book. I'll look into it.
the shaggy manes, puffballs. Wasn't sure about those, but they looked hella interesting. Philip, does Philip know those? Philip's still here. Philip? Is Philip still here? Paging Philip to chat. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right. Damn, we're almost at 2 hours here. 10 more minutes. What? All right, I got a few more clips. Let's get those up before I start saying. And we didn't get to show this, show that. This is TP from afar. All right, what you got? All right, this was passing. This is also nearby. This is on the beach too, on the coast.
There's a new teepee structure down there.
And I'm just swinging through.
Too bad I don't have the time to go investigate that right now, but I will be back. This area has completely changed. due to the water and the weather. But I do see a nice teepee over there. Be a nice teepee over there.
Let's see. Yeah, you could kind of make it out. And I did go check it out later. It was a nice sized teepee. But yeah, that's how, sometimes I would be passing through some of my areas that I would like to check out and hang out, and areas I would find stuff in. And that was one of those times it was just like, oh, passing through, and I seen something and I was like, darn it, I can't go down there right now. I didn't have the time, but I made a definite note of it and got back to it. And it was a very, very beautifully built teepee by who? I don't know. There is Bigfoot reports in the area, so who knows? This is all right. This is back on the property. Southern Humboldt. I don't know what's going on here. Your boy's just out in the woods in the backyard here. And so a little further up, there's a road further down below this space here.
Dog went after it.
And a little
There's
bit,
a cat. Who was that? Who was that?
a little further up the road is where I had that first sighting. So this is all our property here back in the day. I think something.
Mirror dog, come here. Come here.
Something was making some noise. The dog took off. And I don't know. I was just loading up another clip that because like I said, there's a bunch of clips I was trying to load up, but they were too big of a file for it to load up. So I was like, dang it. But that made its way in there. And we'll just briefly go through here to make sure there's isn't anything else. What's this one here? Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, we got an outro for tonight. Worked on that today. So we'll try and cue that up on our way out. Oh yeah. What else? What else? I'm scrolling through my little section here. I got a bunch of new audio. Hold up. Audio effects. So yeah, I named tonight's videos too, which helped me out. Helped me a lot. Because other than that, it's just a bunch of letters and random numbers that don't make sense to me, and it's a lot harder to pull them up when. Oh yeah, and of course, y'all don't ever miss the train here. I expect you to have your tickets ready, all aboard. Don't forget your luggage. Bring your snacks and smokes as we board this train. I should go get footage, some nighttime footage of the train. It's creepy. I don't I don't walk around here at night like that, especially by the tracks. That's asking for trouble. And speaking of trouble, look, I can show you. Let's see here. We got our Citizens app. And just a little while ago, pew pewing. Pew pewing. Yep. And someone did get hit too, very nearby. That was tonight. And I'm sure there's if you look, there's more stuff going on, and yeah, you don't want to go down them rabbit holes because I like to know what's going on around me as much as possible. Um, yeah, there's some scary, scary stuff going on, yo. I seen one yesterday. Unbelievable. It was like the east side of Hollywood, and it's an old lady and an old like it was an old man, an old lady, maybe two old men and an old lady. Anyway, elderly people walking on the street, and this guy walks behind this lady, and yeah, just in the back. It's crazy. You heard you slipped that into your live streams the other night. You were trying to be sneaky saying that. Ah, Bomber. Uh oh. I put Bomber on blast. Sorry, I was reading out loud. Need to get some mushrooms for water microdose. Hey, is that Richard? Who said that? All right, zipping through the chat again. And yeah, it's been pretty warm around the shop too. Things warming up around there. We had that incident the other day, and but it's been calm since. Good thing. Hopefully that dude ain't around no more. Yeah, just watching the city. But I do love it. You know, it makes the life not so boring. I guess you know it's always action packed if you want some of it. Sometimes, yeah, some of the action is just too much sometimes. But yeah, it's always best to watch from the sidelines. Don't get involved if you could help it. Gorillas build the same structures. Hey, see how far I am behind. It is. It is, Richard. We're about to wrap it up here. We are at yeah, a couple more minutes here. Let's just make it a solid 2 hours later. And we got Susan here from down under in the future. How are you and your bird friend? Stuff tastes like chicken when the matrix glitches. You don't want the chicken to taste like wood. No, sir. Yeah, so I got to think about all right. So when I drop that outro, I'm going to drop it with maybe I'll put the audio up. It came with, I put some audio to it. And I wasn't really satisfied with the audio, but it's an outro though. I've been needing to do that. Tina, what's up? I've been shouting your name out in the lives recently, yesterday and today. Your name's been coming up. All good things. Oh, the Nam show. Is the Nam show still on for this year? Are we going to the Tina C? Are we going to the Nam show? Cool, cool. Yeah, don't tell me the name. The name Molly. Is it Molly? Hillbilly Herb got excited. 'Cause I know it's not Polly. Polly's in chat, or she was. I don't know if she's. Let's see. Firewater. Thought that you were about to bust into some Sugar Hill gang with the chicken taste. Like, oh yeah, you got that right. You know where that came from. Oh God, that rap right there almost makes me sick to my stomach just listening to that part. Cause and that came up. You've been to a place or someone's house and just did not like the food and somehow either consumed it or didn't. How'd you get out of that situation? I'd like to know in the chat. Oh yeah. So here we are, 2 o'clock. Wishing everyone a good rest of the day. Thank you for hanging out. This has been fun. And I think we got all the little video clips. We have some fun with the little video clips, a little Sasquatchery, Bigfootery. And that was your era. Can you still backspin? I could break dance a little something. I of course did some break dancing. I could just break. Gotta be careful. Rapping to the beat. Yep. Oh yeah. All right, so let's try this outro, y'all. Let's see if we could maybe even overlay some music on it. If not, then we'll just play it out how it however it goes down. Little practice run. Blessings to everyone. One love. Love you all. And here we go.
Close it was. Because I how close it was. Because I'd never seen a dog man. The first dog man technically I saw was the one I did in the video. There was pictures, of course, and people had fuzzy, grainy videos. But it gave me pause because it, made me realize I'm vulnerable.
Thank